My name is Terry, and boy, do I love movies. This is my very first podcast. Please tell me what you think. If you like it, don't like it, or just anything I can do better. The movie I watched for my very first podcast is Everything Must Go. And it came out in the U.S. in 2010, UK 2011. The main characters of the movie: Will Ferrell, he's pretty funny. Christopher Jordan Wallace, Rebecca Hall, and Michael Pena. Will Ferrell, you might remember him from 2001 Zoolander. Christopher Wallace, he hasn't been anything major, but he made appearance in a movie called Notorious 2009. Rebecca Hall, you might remember her from The Town, The Gift. And Michael Pena, he's been in a lot of movies like Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage in 2000 and Million Dollar Baby 2004. So, Everything Must Go, the way the movie, just the title, it kind of made me feel like, okay, this is going to be a movie about somebody who's going to have to let something very important to them go. And that's exactly what this was. Will Ferrell plays a character, Nick Halsey, who has a history of being an alcoholic. So the movie, kind of follows him with his big sip up, and now he loses everything important to him, and he has no money, no job, no wife, no more. So he's living on the front lawn, and as the movie progresses, he is having to he's having to learn how to let go of stuff that's important to him so he can become a better person. All this stuff has some kind of value to him, and he doesn't want to let any of it go. And it was kind of a great reminder to me how sometimes in life God will want us to let go of certain bad stuff in our past or other people's past to move on with our lives, and we don't always want to do that. Now, the story overall was really good. I The best movie I could think of that this movie even comes close to resembling is Home Run back in 2013. It wasn't a very high budget movie, and neither I don't think this one was either. But main problem I had with this movie, the main problem I had was the fact that the character development was very weak. Nick Halsey, Will Ferrell's character, was well written, really good, but almost all the other characters in the movie seemed to be unnaturally character development. I didn't care for that. Dialogue was just basic dialogue, nothing memorable or impressive. The movie felt very realistic. I could relate to it. One thing I liked about the movie was I felt like the writer included the audience. Because for me, I felt like I was cheering on Will Ferrell's character, wanting Will Ferrell's character to get up, clean up, get his act together, and be the best he could possibly be. The timing of the movie did very terrible with its timing. I felt like it had a lot of the scenes in the movie just felt unnaturally there, as if it was just there just to kind of add time to the movie. And a couple examples of this happening throughout the movie is when Nick, who Will Ferrell plays as, there's maybe like a 30-second scene where he's just lusting after a neighbor. Okay? And then there's another maybe a minute and a half scene where he's watching his neighbors have freaky style sex. And then there's about a 10-minute scene where he meets up with a high school acquaintance, Delia. I felt like this whole 5, 10 minutes, however long the scene was, I felt like it was all wasted. You could take that scene out of the movie, and it wouldn't take anything away from the movie. This scene might have been important to Nick's character, but it didn't mean anything to the story. And so if they were going to add this scene, they should have done a better job writing towards the scene, or should have just taken it out altogether. Nick playing poker, I felt like that was a useless scene for the movie because playing poker has nothing to do with the story. I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it just seemed like it was just there just to be there. So I didn't really care for that. Acting was decent. I personally felt like this was the best acting I've ever seen Will Ferrell do in his career. And so for that, it's really high up on the acting just because Will Ferrell did a great job. But I felt like Michael Pena did a horrible job. His character was written in a way where he was supposed to look like he's helping Will Ferrell's character Nick. Trying to help him get clean up, trying to help him with all his problems, but his acting wasn't really there. I felt the complete opposite. I felt like Michael Pena kind of gave away the biggest reveal of his character. It wasn't that much of a surprising that he stabbed him in the back, because I saw it coming, because I felt like he said he cared about Nick, but he didn't show it through any of his words or actions. And I think it was more on the acting part than the writing part of the script, because I just don't feel like Michael Pena did very well acting this movie. I guess that's all I'm trying to get at. So all that said and done, I'd give the movie about a 7.9 out of 10. I mean, it is a very entertaining movie. I loved it, but it was far from being perfect. Had several things they could work with. So yeah, this is Terry. Please tell me what I can do to make